I'm Tim. Like talk about sports, life, just in general.
I'm Andy, a dad too. Well, you got to say you're a dad too, because hint the name. Dad's Offsides. Tim
True.
is a dad. He has a son.
Dad of
I have two
one.
daughters.
Yep.
Yeah. So we get both sides of the spectrum. Really, you get all the boy problems. I get all the girl problems.
It's a
Um,
it's a roller coaster.
it's fun.
It's a roller coaster.
That's that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, I was going to tell you start a story about this or yesterday morning because yesterday morning was a roller coaster. This morning was surprisingly pretty easy. Most mornings I would rank on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the easiest, 10 being the most difficult. Most of my mornings are like an 8.5.
Man, got to get that on track.
But they're young, so it's kind of the hardest part is just getting them moving and moving in the right direction and doing what I want them to do. So, yeah, but nonetheless. So, yeah, we love sports. Mostly we love football, baseball, basketball, hockey. We do it all. We um we argue with each other over sports constantly. We argue about everything though, don't we? Just about.
Mostly sports.
We'll go way back on the arguing scale. Yeah, mostly sports, but other things as well. But that's what makes it fun is the back and forth and the arguments. So, yeah, but we started this podcast because, we just kind of wanted to get what we thought out there, I think, and just have some fun and see where it goes. So let's start with the first thing I want to talk about today. NFL free agency is basically stage one, I think, is basically over because the season started today, right? The official start of the new season. Was it today or yesterday?
I believe it is today.
So today, just to give a reference, today's March 12th. So new official season starts today. A lot of big free agency moves, big ones, more than I thought would happen. I do want to go over a couple here. I have like the full major list. We won't go over and through everything. I might run down it briefly, but let's start with the one that's probably making the most headlines everywhere. It wasn't a free agency signing, but it was more, I think it was more of a trade between the Ravens and the Raiders and Mr. Max Crosby and a couple first-round picks from the Raiders. The Raiders basically said, we're not doing that. Give us our picks back. You can take Max back because apparently he failed the physical. But what everybody's saying, well, of course he's going to fail the physical. The dude just had knee surgery.
Yeah.
So what do you expect to happen? And 9 times out of 10, don't most of those NFL players, when they take those physicals on a new team, fail it after coming off an injury and they give them time?
The Ravens knew this. Okay. I think the Ravens did something really underhanded here, honestly.
It is.
And look, I'm not a Ravens fan. I don't hate the Ravens. Okay. But I think they did something really underhanded here. Like they already knew what to expect when he walked into the facility. And then that thing happened. And then they backed out of the deal. I think because in the meantime, they were talking to Trey Hendrickson, I believe.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah.
And since then, they've signed Trey Hendrickson. So I think that
then they were saying they wanted to get both of them.
I don't think so. I think they had buyer's remorse.
I call BS on that.
I think they had buyer's remorse, and they screwed it up. And now, unfortunately for the Ravens and their fans, not a lot of teams are probably going to want to be jumping to do deals with them because this is like a big no-no.
And they had a lot of people leave and walk, which is not a good thing for being in the AFC North because you could call the AFC North competitive at the moment.
Okay, I thought you were going to say they were the best division in the league, and I was about to hold on a second.
No way. They
are a very good division, though.
They can be, yeah. They're not as good as they usually are. Steelers have had some woes, though they did make the playoffs last year, beating the Ravens, but basically off a missed kick. And the Bengals are always hit or miss. You're hot or cold, It's never a done deal what they're going to be like. And the Ravens, of course, seem to be trending in that direction as well. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting in the AFC?
The Browns.
North? Raven. Oh, the Browns.
Shedur's team, because Shedur Sanders is amazing. Shedur for president.
Speaking of forgetting.
Being sarcastic, if you can tell.
So, yeah, while they're competitive, I feel like it's kind of seems like it reminds me of how the NFC East usually is. because that's where my team plays, and usually it's a bunch of turmoil and craziness, and it seems more like a TV show than it does a football league and a division in a football league. But anyways, so have you heard anything? Is Max Crosby going to play for the Raiders? Is that the plan now? Is
I
it
don't
just
know.
back to the way it used to be?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
mean,
heard any details on that. I know the Ravens get their picks back, which
yeah,
are 2 first-round picks, right? One this year, one next year, I
yeah,
think.
they get all their stuff back. I don't know where he's going. I mean, I would think that they'll probably still want to deal him somewhere. The Patriots said that they were interested, but now the Patriots already went out and spent a bunch of money on other people.
Yeah.
I know this because that's my team, and I don't think we have the money to sign him. And if we don't start signing wide receivers, we're gonna have a real problem. So
You did sign a wide receiver.
stop, Romeo Doubs. I can't. I'm gonna stop short of saying bad stuff about him because he's on my team now, and I'm gonna give him a chance. But he's just from a betting perspective and a fantasy football perspective. It's really difficult to like Packer receivers. They're always getting hurt. They're always,
But he's not a Packer receiver
but he
anymore.
was, okay. He's always twisting an ankle, bending a finger too rough, something crazy, turf toe. I mean, it's all of them. It's him. It's Jaden Reed. It's Valdez Scantling, Exxon Valdez. It's all those
He's not a
guys.
Packer anymore.
He
Is he?
was. He was.
Okay.
He was. Those are
Where is he now?
those were receivers I would never touch, no matter what. And here they are getting dealt to my team. So
Well, that's
Exxon-
sometimes that's just the way it rolls.
Exxon Valdez, I think he was playing with the Chiefs.
Oh, okay. But you have Drake May, so it doesn't matter who your receivers are. He's going to get it to him anyways,
Okay, let's not
right?
get crazy.
Isn't that the slogan over there in New England? Drake May.
Drake's going to be really
Or
good.
bust.
Look, Drake's going to be really good. We probably didn't
Gonna.
deserve.
He already is really good.
We may. I don't know if we deserve to be in the Super Bowl, but the defense was really
Yeah, it
good.
didn't look like it.
The defense was really good last year, and it just got even better. We just signed 2 Pro Bowlers. We just signed the safety that had led the league in interceptions last year. This defense is going to be amazing, but the offense, we just don't have weapons that people are scared of. We have good pieces. We just don't have stuff that people are scared of. Nobody's scared of Romeo Doubs. That's why we need to go out there and get A.J. Brown. But anyway, this is not a discussion about the Patriots. So,
Do you guys have a first-round pick?
yeah. Yep.
Would you? What? Oh, I guess towards the bottom. Duh, you're in the Super Bowl. Maybe one of the really good receivers will fall late first round. You could pick them up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of decent ones out there. So who knows?
Maybe.
And that's what a lot of those like teams like the Patriots do. They're with good coaches. You can develop decent players coming out of college into really good ones. Like look at who's the rookie? What's his name? Tet McMillan. Look at him.
Yeah.
Good coaching in place in Carolina. Carolina had a great season. He was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
He was a rookie, so yeah. Who won Rookie of the Year?
True.
Did we ever determine that? I don't even know who won Rookie of the Year. Do we remember?
No, they gave it out. I don't remember who it was.
I feel like that was so long ago. I'm gonna look it up. While I look that up, let's talk about a couple of the other free agency signings. What other ones stood out to you?
Honestly, I think this free agency season has just been a little lackluster. I think just because,
Really?
there are some big names, but there's nothing like blockbuster going on. The one thing that I think is absolutely egregious, the Colts giving all that money to Alec Pierce. Okay, Alec Pierce got a contract for $116 million over 4 years. And if you want to see how much he's not worth that, go pull his stats.
Let's pull this here. By the way, Ted McMillan was the Rookie of the Year.
Nice. Yeah.
So let's go. Alec Pierce. Let's find these here. Alec Pierce 2025 stats.
I've already looked.
Oops.
I've already looked. The dude had.
I know you've looked.
He had less than 50 receptions last year, and
All right,
he played the whole year.
47 receptions. He played 15 games.
That's a full
So he
year.
didn't play every game.
That's a full year
1,003 receiving yards. So he did break 1,000 yards.
for the first time in his career.
Receiving touchdowns. He had 6.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged about 21 yards per reception. That's not too bad. He had 200-yard games. But I think the best thing about him, people think, is he's fast and he's got that deep threat ability.
Well, he can't catch.
But
He can't catch. So hold on. He had
he,
47 receptions. How many times was he thrown to?
but look who he plays with.
No. How many times was he thrown to?
How many times was he thrown
Mm-hmm.
to? I don't know. It doesn't have that stat
86.
on here. I didn't go that deep into
86.
it. Oh, you know it. Okay.
86.
Why would you just say it?
86, and he hauls in 47. It's not great.
Okay.
That's not great. This is not
It's better than I could do.
This is the Colts doing Colts things. Okay, so all they're doing is hurting the rest of their team because they way overpaid for him.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's going to want a deal soon, right? So you got to think about that. You got to think about they did re-sign Daniel Jones.
They did, yeah.
And the rumor is he's going to be ready for the season because there's a lot of talk like he wouldn't be ready for the season coming up. But apparently he has said he will be ready. Now, now let me ask you the question here. If you're unfamiliar, which I'm sure you are, but if anybody else is unfamiliar, Michael Pittman, the other former Colts receiver, is now a Steeler. He was picked up in free agency by Pittsburgh. Would you rather keep Alec Pierce or Michael Pittman? That's like saying,
if I was GM,
would you rather burn your eyes out or get them cut out?
If I was the GM, I would have offered Pierce a much smaller contract, and I would have straight out cut Pittman. Or he was a free agent anyway.
But what if you offer that smaller contract and he says no and he gets to a different team? Then who are you left with? Josh Downs.
Then you don't want him anyway. Why you can't be overpaying for pieces on your team. Case in point.
Name me the another Colts wide receiver besides Josh Downs and Pittman and Pierce. Name me another one. Tyler Warren doesn't count.
No, I can't. You're right.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is when you start overpaying for things, you start to look like the Dallas Cowboys, okay, or the Redskins from 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You're overpaying, you're hurting yourself in all the other areas. You can't do that. And
we don't have to bring up old wounds, okay?
This guy is the biggest overpayment I've maybe ever seen.
Overpaid, yes. Drastically overpaid? No. Overpaid, yes.
You're not drafting him in our league. I guarantee you're not drafting Alec Pierce.
It depends where I'm drafting at.
Oh my gosh.
No, I haven't even thought that far in advance. What I'm thinking about right now is contemplating whether I want to sign up for fantasy baseball or not.
Oh yeah, I've never done that. That seems confusing. I'm gonna.
It's interesting. It's interesting. They have two different ways of scoring. You can score like day by day, or you can do it by the week. Like you can set your lineup so it goes through the whole week. If you do day by day scoring, it is tedious and it is difficult.
Yeah.
I joined a league. God, how many years ago was that? I joined a league. I don't know how many years ago, but it was with Wes and a couple of his friends, and Wes is in our fantasy football league, and I think I lasted for like 2 weeks. And I went in and I said, hey, to the commissioner. It wasn't Wes, but I knew him. And I said, hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm just not going to be able to commit the time to this. And I don't want to be that guy that's like not setting his lineup. And then everybody gets pissed off because, Andy didn't set his lineup. Everybody's just going to win against him. And so he was like, yeah, it's still early. I'll give you your money. He gave me my money back. It wasn't much to it. But then they just gave my team. Because I did draft my team like reasonably. It was a decent team. I just couldn't pay attention to it. And I didn't quit it because I had a crappy team. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And they gave my team to somebody else. So it worked out. And I haven't played since. So.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of work. I mean, some people with fantasy football, I mean, I've known people that have like 10, 15 teams. I could never, I wouldn't want to keep up with that.
What's the most you've ever ran in one season?
3.
I think the most I ever had was 5 or 6. Now, granted, maybe 1 or 2 were just for fun. Mm-hmm. The ones you just sign up for and play for fun. Mm-hmm. But the most paid leagues I've ever had, probably 4, maybe 5. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not shelling out like hundreds of dollars in these leagues, but if you win, and there's enough people in it, it's a pretty good chunk of cash. Like ours is decent if you win.
Yeah, I think so.
Even if you come in second place, it's still a decent chunk of cash. Mm-hmm. Yeah, any money is good money. But yeah. So all right. So
that's a dad thing to say.
Well,
I pay good money for that. I paid good money for that.
Shut that door. We're not heating the neighborhood. Shut that door. We're not air conditioning the neighborhood. You gonna turn that water off, or I don't know where I'm going with that one. But my kids leave the water on all the time. So I know your kid's a little older than mine are, but when he was younger and just learning to brush his teeth, did he always leave the water running while he brushed his teeth? And it took him like 5 minutes to brush his teeth because he just sat the toothbrush in the mouth and
Well,
just played around.
I'm gonna be honest. I still leave the water running when I brush my teeth. So I know I'm not supposed
But
to.
you're brushing your teeth.
Oh, I see.
I'm talking about like my girls turn the water on, brush their teeth. They'll sit there, brush their teeth, and then they go off into the kitchen and they're, chatting or whatever, and then they come
No.
back in, water's still running, spit the toothpaste, go back out to wherever they were and start. Yeah, it drives me nuts. And
No,
then sometimes they just leave the water on.
he had the thing where he would be done, but there would be toothpaste, like not like little drop, like a gob of
Like a
toothpaste
glob.
still in the sink. I'm like, how's that possible? Like you just wash it down or something, man. Like somebody's got to come do that.
Yeah, just rinse that sink out.
I don't know. Kids are fun. There's a coffee trailer here where we live. It's gotten pretty popular. I don't know if you know where it's at, but
Like a food truck, but for coffee?
yeah,
What's the name of it?
Lightsome.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's down past the outlets. It's amazing. Anyway, you have to stand outside if you're in line, and they decided that they were going to be open during the winter. Well, my son and I went, and he met me there. He drives now. He met me there, and he comes pulling up.
Scary.
He comes pulling up. This was like a month ago. 17 degrees that morning. He comes pulling up in a short sleeve shirt, telling me he's not cold.
Did he have shorts on?
No shorts, but a short sleeve shirt. Okay.
That's got to be a kid thing. Cause my kids do the same.
I'm like, just go warm up the car. I'll get the coffee. I'll come over and I'll meet you. We can sit in the car or whatever. He's like, no, I'm good. Okay, he just did that to prove a point. Okay, that's all that was. He was trying to prove a point. It didn't work. We stood out there for 15 minutes.
As his arms start to turn blue.
Oh, it was ridiculous. It was crazy. But yeah, kids do crazy stuff, man.
It's definitely gotta be a kid thing, because I didn't have on my dad bingo card, one of the biggest arguments of me and one of my daughter's lives would be over which coat to wear to school. She acts like I just asked her to move out of the house at such a young age. Like, go live on your own. You're on your own. Oh no, what am I gonna do? It's the end of the world, man. And it's one of those coats that has one of those liners in it. It's like a snow coat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's got the liner in it. Then she has a coat that doesn't have one of those fleece liner things in it, but it's still like that insulated. And she was like, why can't I wear the other one? And I was like, because your mom told me wear this one, and if you don't wear it, I'm gonna get my butt kicked.
Yep.
Well, blah. And then she's like, I won't let you get your. I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. You'll be on her side, is what'll happen. I know this trick.
Got to do what mom says. Is it one of those coats with the zip-in liner? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Dude,
yes.
I used to have one of those years ago. It was like a Columbia jacket, the 3-in-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I thought I was so cool. Let me tell you something about that thing. You sweat so much inside of that thing.
You do.
I'm just like, I'm driving down the road sweating. I got the air on. It's 20 degrees outside. I got the air on because I'm sweating so much. I mean, they built that coat like people living in Antarctica or something. Like, nobody's living there, dude. You're good.
But to be fair, on the days that we made her wear it, it was those like 2-degree days. So it was really cold. And that 2 degrees is before the wind chill. So it's like, come on.
Yeah,
you probably won't be cold in the other one, but let's play on the safe side.
We had some crazy cold days. I'm glad that's done.
Yeah, except we walked outside this morning and it was sleeting at our house. So
yeah,
that's always fun. I did not know it was sleeting. We walked out and my oldest said, Dad, the rain's bouncing off the umbrella. And I said, yeah, it's rain. And she goes, no, it's bouncing. And I was like, what? And I walked outside and I was like, that would be sleet. So that's going to be a fun day. And luckily it didn't last. So.
I'm surprised they didn't cancel school over it. They canceled over everything else.
God, ridiculous. Let's not get into that. All right, so a couple more things I want to talk about real quick. Tua out of Miami. The rumor, I don't know if it's happened yet. Atlanta is supposed to be where he ends up, because I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to be there anymore.
He signed.
He did sign. Okay, so Tua is now in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Malik Willis is in Miami. That could work out. I feel like this is one of those. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of something. I'm a Washington Commanders fan. This reminds me of something the Washington Commanders would do. I don't know if they've ever done it in my recollection. Maybe with Kirk Cousins, but he was already on the team, so it kind of is the same thing. Kind of is not. He wasn't really proven too much. He got his chance like halfway through the season, if you remember when RG3
Yeah.
went down, and then the next season they treated him like he was God and the best thing to ever happen to Washington. Malik Willis was basically a bust in Tennessee, right? You could say.
Yeah.
He did have some success when he took over for Jordan Love late in the season for the Packers. Jordan Love injured, surprise. But they played the Ravens, ironically. And even though the Ravens were struggling at the time, they were still a decent team. He didn't do too bad. I think he's earned a spot as a starter. I just don't think he's getting a lot of hype for it. Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great player. His work ethic's great, but we've only seen him for a couple of games. So I feel like we'll be able to judge this better like halfway through the season.
That's one of those situations where he can have a lot of skills, but he doesn't have any weapons. So he's got a weapon. That team's just not good, right? That team.
You could say two. You could say two. You can include Achane in the receiving game.
Well, I was already including Achane, so I don't know who the first one was.
Oh, so who? Waddle.
Okay, sure. So
is Tyreek Hill still a Dolphin? He got injured. Anyways.
He might be. Anyway, that's one of those teams that's like they're rebuilding. So that's unfortunately, if that guy really is like up and coming, that's going to ruin his career. He's got to get out of there. I'm just going to say it how it is. He's got to get out of there. Same thing with the Jets. Like they're rebuilding. You got to get out. You can't just stay there because it's going to run you in the ground.
Yeah, I agree. Though, I don't know. I feel like this is a really bad time to judge teams because they're changing a lot of things, and you're just going off old.
Judging teams all year, son. All year.
This is true. It's very true. All right, so what else we got? Mike Evans over in San Francisco. I feel like that's a pretty good move. That's not a horrible. I mean, he's obviously nearing the end of his career. A good place for him to go try to win a championship.
If he can stay healthy.
It was kind of
Yeah.
I think it's kind of. It makes sense that he left the Bucks because they have their receiving core is already pretty decent. He's probably gonna get more targets in San Francisco, and it's not like he's downgrading at quarterback. I say it's probably pretty even. With Purdy and Mayfield, I feel like comfortable saying that.
If the 49ers stay healthy, this is a really big if because a lot of those guys aren't healthy. But
they'd be scary.
If the 49ers offense stays healthy, that's tough to stop over there.
That will be tough.
With Evans,
I agree.
Kittle, McCaffrey, Purdy, dude, that's going to be really tough. But I don't know. All of them staying healthy is kind of. I don't think that's on the page, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's can be tough to do some seasons. I don't think it'll be as bad as this past season, but hopefully not.
Yeah.
Let's a little bit of Kenneth Walker, a Chief. I did like Kenneth Walker. Now I don't.
I can go with that.
No, I feel like that could be a good move for him. For him, if we're talking from a person standpoint that's not like the Chiefs again. If you're just talking from a general perspective, could work out for him. Decent quarterback, already a decent team, great coach, a proven team, playoff track record. They had a horrible season last year, but again, we go back to all those injuries. Patrick Mahomes was the leading rusher on that team last year. That's a problem. I don't think obviously that won't happen this year unless Walker's just a giant bust, which I don't think is going to happen. Dude's pretty decent. But now at least he won't get his touchdown stolen from Charbonnet. But
Yep.
What else we got? Travis Etienne left the Jags, went to the Saints. That basically, I think, kind of spells the end for Kamara there. Whether it's retirement or just going to a different team.
And Etienne spells the end for him too.
Well, he'll have more of a chance than Kamara will.
It just does. I mean, come on. There's another team you don't mess with. Okay, as far as fantasy players.
Yeah.
But hey, somebody's got to catch a ball. Somebody's got to catch a ball in New Orleans. It's not going to be him, but somebody has to.
Some of the defensive moves for the first day, and I don't know if any of the. I think these are mostly from the first day. Jalen Phillips, Panther now. I like that move. Panthers doing good things over there. They're looking like they're going to be. They were a good team already last year. Just adding Jalen Phillips there could really. Now 4 years, 120 mil. That's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. Commanders. I'm going to butcher this name. I'm just going to say his last name. Oweh. Oweh Oweh from the Chargers. God, I'm not even going to try it again. Commander signed him to 4 years, so that's good for them. They definitely need to update their defense. Did that. Fitzpatrick, Dolphins to the Jets. So basically, same thing. Jalen Watson is former cornerback of the Chiefs. He's on the Rams now. So the Rams are basically stealing all of the Chiefs' defensive players. That are walking in free agency. Why not? Obviously, the Max Crosby debacle that's been happening. We'll see what happens with that. And then
Did you see your boy
Hendrickson.
Did you see your boy Geno Smith?
Yeah, Geno's a Jet.
Smith coming back to the Jets.
Geno back to the Jets. You know, I don't hate that, but I feel bad for him at the same time. At least it's a familiar place, and I feel like he can do. If the Raiders don't improve from last season, you're basically in the same position you were already in. So he probably figured, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
And he's probably not going to be playing much longer anyways because he's kind of up there in age. So maybe he just wanted to go back home to his original team, give him a chance. Plus, I feel like a lot of players are optimistic this time of year. Unless you're like, we're really, really bad last year and you have no cap space and you're not making any moves. At least the Jets are making moves. At least the Raiders are making moves. At least the Saints are making moves. Like the horrible teams last year are trying to improve. Will they improve is yet to be seen. But the Commanders are making moves. They were horrible last year. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
And they're making the somewhat right moves, for at least in our opinions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of free agent moves so far. I'm sure there'll be more to come. We'll have plenty more to talk about. So to end it up here, before we wrap things up, I want to play a little bit of a game. So when we were hashing this out and wanted to get an idea of how we wanted to present this, to everybody.
Was that the game?
No, it was just an alarm.
Was it an air raid?
It kind of sounded like it. It's an alarm. An air raid. We shouldn't joke about that.
I'm watching. I'm always watching, man.
Hot topic. Anyways, if you're ever familiar with the app, I think it's called Kalshi or Kalshi. How do you pronounce it?
Oh, I think it's Kalshi. Yeah.
Kalshi.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet on things not sports related. So a lot of the things, and a hot thing right now is the Oscars are coming up this weekend. And there's a lot of bets on like who's going to win Best Picture, who's going to win like Best Male, stuff like that. But a fun one that I saw here is the over. So I want to do like an over-under on certain things. And one of the things is acceptance speeches. I want you to take a guess. Number one, how long the longest acceptance speech is in the Oscars. And number two, who did it?
Well, wait. Are we gonna set?
It's kind of a broad.
We gotta. If we're doing over under, we gotta set the line. So acceptance speech over under 3 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think we'll get. I'm gonna say under 3 minutes because there's a lot of cutting off as people are still talking.
There is, but sometimes on those award shows, like they'll start to play that little soft music in the background, which is their cue to like shut up.
And they don't.
But some people don't. I'm gonna give me the over. Let's keep track of this because we need to see who wins.
Okay, I'll take the. I feel you want the over. I feel confident taking the under. Okay, yeah. So do you want to guess the longest speech?
Give me 3 minutes and 21 seconds.
For the longest speech that's ever been done? No. Higher.
Oh, I thought you meant right now.
Ever? Oh no, like in Oscars history, yeah, ever.
7 minutes.
Lower.
5 minutes and 10 seconds.
You're really close. 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay.
And it was just last year.
Who was it?
Adrian Brody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he won the Best Actor award for The Brutalist.
I didn't see that, but
And
okay.
I didn't either. Usually those. So what I Casey, my wife Casey, loves to watch the Oscars, and she likes those award shows. And I'll sit down and watch them with her. I don't. I'll pay
Mhm.
attention, but I'm kind of just playing games on my phone. And if she wants to ask about something, I'll talk about it. But I always tell her all these movies that come up for like best picture, best actor. I'm like, I've never heard of that movie, or who's that? And I don't know who these people are. And sometimes it's funny, but then you see the people you do recognize, and they like fail miserably. It
Mhm.
just doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, the previous record before Adrian Brody broke it last year was. See, here's an example: Greer Garson. Who's that?
No clue.
Oh, it was from 1943. That's probably why I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Five, five, 5 minutes and 30 seconds was that record. That was in 1943. Um,
You're probably thinking.
apparently,
You're
there's
probably thinking they had movies in 1943.
apparently they give them a 45. Yeah, the talkies. Apparently, they give them a 45-second limit. I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah, that seems stingy.
It does. I feel like you should get a little bit longer than that, especially
Yeah.
big awards like the Oscars. Like those are big. That's a big deal. Not that any other awards aren't a big deal. Will Smith holds the second longest. No, he didn't slap
Is
anybody.
this when slapped Chris Rock?
No, it wasn't
No.
that one. This was back in 2022. It doesn't say what it was for, but he had 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And then third is Halle Berry with 4 minutes flat in 2002. So I find it interesting that it was just last year that the record was broken.
Mm-hmm.
If I was an actor and I was up for one of those awards and I was kind of confident I was probably going to win, I would be planning my speech to go over, just so I could be like, yeah, I hold the longest speech in Oscars history.
They'd have to remove me. They would have to bring people out to remove me from the stand.
That would be great. That might take over the all the Will Smith crap that happened. That would be the next biggest thing in the award shows.
Yeah.
Remember that year they had to drag him off the stage? All right. So speaking of movies, now I know this movie. I've heard of it. I haven't seen it, but I've heard decent things about it. You probably haven't heard it. Sinners.
Why do you say
you ever heard
I
of it?
probably haven't heard it? You don't know if I've heard of it. Maybe I've seen
Well,
it.
I don't know. I don't know if you're into movies, like going to movies and stuff. Are you?
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Okay. So it's got 16 nominations in the Oscars.
Okay.
Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, Best Visual Effects, bunch of other
Who's in it?
crap as well. That's what I'm looking at right now. It's directed by Ryan Coogler. I recognize the name, don't know him. Michael B. Jordan is in it. Haley Steinfeld is in it. Josh Allen's fiance
Sounds familiar.
and baby mama. So you've probably seen the commercial. I remember seeing the commercial. It's a scary movie.
Oh, okay.
It's based off a 1930s set vampire horror musical.
Nope, you can count me out right there. Done. Done.
But it doesn't look cheesy.
Dude, I cannot be in a theater
You lost me at
having
musical.
stuff jumping out from the side, trying to jump scare you. Not into that, dude. Not into the jump scare.
How do you do a vampire horror musical?
You don't.
Do they
That's
jump out
the whole
and go,
thing. You don't.
"Here
It's
I am
crazy.
to suck your blood"?
It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Two types of movies I don't go see. That's the first one. Okay, that kind of jump scare crap. Remember Jeepers Creepers back in the day?
Oh yeah.
That was the last time I watched one of those movies. Okay, that's been like 20 years, dude. Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Nope? Have you ever seen the movie Nope?
Oh, I know what it is, and I'm not watching that either.
Yeah,
No.
that's a
And then
jump
The
scare movie.
second kind is a movie like Saw. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
When you know what's going to happen, but
Yeah.
at the same time you're more there so just to see what kind of deaths they're going to
This
be.
dude's out here with like tricks and like little traps and stuff. Dude, what are you doing? That's ridiculous. That seems like it would be easily stopped. Right? I mean, come on. come on.
You're that kind of person that sits in the theater and be like, wait, all they have to do is this to not be in. They're not getting this
Yeah,
situation. Why
I
didn't they do
mean,
that? Why don't they just do this to get out?
it's always the same in those movies. Oh, look at this. Look at this dark basement. I'm going to check it out. You guys stay here. I'll be back. Are they ever back?
What?
Never come back.
What's that? You think we should go as a group? Nah, I'll go alone.
Always split up. Always, yeah, we'll cover more ground. No, you'll just die one by one. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I wish I could remember the commercial, but it's like it's a group of guys and girls, and they're like in a setting like Texas Chainsaw Massacre setting. I think it might be an insurance commercial, and they're like the guys chasing after them, and they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?" And the girl's like, "Maybe we should run over there to that shed with all those saws and machetes in it."
That was a
and
commercial.
The guy's like, "Or we can get in this stranger's car and not know not where we're going."
Yeah, I think that was a commercial for something. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love movies. I will sit down and watch a movie, but I want to do it from my home. Or I want to go to a friend's house and I'll watch a movie
So
at a
that
friend's
way,
house.
if you're scared, you don't have to be scared around other people. Is that why?
No. I dislike going to the movie theater. Like, it's got to be a movie I really want to see and like something I want to support for me to go. Like, I think the last movie I went to see might have been Avengers Endgame. Just because that was the thing then, and me and Casey went and saw it in theaters. It's been a while.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm sorry. The last movie I saw was Trolls, the third Trolls movie, because we went with my oldest. But I highly dislike sitting in the movie theater, especially a crowded movie theater. Now, if I'm the only one in the movie theater, which I've only had happen once, like we were the only people in there watching the movie, I'm okay with that. But I can't stand the chatter, the noise around. It bothers me. It irritates me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sit there and listen to you chomp on your popcorn 2 seats over from me, or crunch on your peanut M&Ms, or slurp your Diet Coke. Pass. Hard pass. I'll wait till it comes out on, you know what? I'll wait till it comes out on Amazon Prime. I'll buy it there. How about that?
Yeah.
It's just about the same as a movie ticket.
I'm with you on that. I hate to listen to people chew. I can't. It's
same.
Can't do it.
Same.
There's a name for that. It's some kind of a disease. I have it.
There we go. Things we can't stand for the next episode.
Dude, I can't. If somebody's sitting across from me and they're like chewing, and you can just hear like all this it's not even the crunch. It's like the spit just mixing with the food, and it's just like I can't. Dude, what are you doing? I can't do it. You're gonna have to move 10 feet away or something, or we can sit at different tables. I can't do it.
Casey's the same way. So what's funny is our youngest we're trying to teach her to chew with her mouth closed at a decent, you're not going to chew with your mouth closed every single time. We understand that. You can't sit there and do, you know what I mean? So you have to breathe, especially if you have your stuffy nose, which most kids do. But like our youngest, and she's 3. So like it's different when you're 3 and it's different when you're 33, right?
Yeah, but if she's 3, she's on the clock. Okay,
She is on the clock, which is we're working on her.
Okay.
But my oldest will be 7 coming up soon, and she'll chew, and when she realizes she's doing it, she'll go. and Casey will just look at her, and she'll be like, "Sorry, Mom," and she'll be like, "It's okay. We're working on it." So they're pretty good about it. And but another thing I can't stand, and it doesn't drive anybody else in my house nuts but me. Don't get me wrong. I love animals to death. Dogs, cats, like your animals you keep as pets, and wild animals. But I'm talking about animals you keep as pets. But cats, why? I know they wash themselves and that's how they clean themselves, but my cat, one of my cats, we have 2 of them. I swear there isn't a minute that goes by in the day where he doesn't lick some part of his fur. And it is the loudest, most obnoxious lick you'll ever hear. And it drives me nuts. I can't stand it. Like, I can't stand that more than I would rather sit in a movie theater with crunching popcorn next to me than listen to my cat lick himself. Drives me nuts.
He's an aggressive licker.
God, it drives me nuts. And in case he gets on me about, she's like, he doesn't realize what he's doing. He's a cat. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, this is my house.
Yeah.
He's living in it.
Another one along that same lines when somebody's got like a hard piece of candy in their mouth.
Oh, and
And
they suck on
well,
it.
no, they feel the need to like swish it around their mouth so it like
Oh,
jingles
teeth
against their
rattler.
teeth. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
teeth
if you
rattler.
don't crunch that damn thing up in the next 3 seconds, you're gonna have a problem. Like it's what
A te-
are you doing? Why? Why? I don't get it.
All right, we've gotten way off topic, but my question about the movie Sinners is, with 16 nominations, let's do the over/under on how many awards you think they'll actually win.
All right, what are you setting the over under at?
Let's do. Oh, man, 16 nominations is a lot. It's actually a record.
Okay.
Let's do the over/under at. Let's do 5.
Under.
Under 5.
We got to do 5.5.
Do we get points if we guess it right on the spot?
No.
Oh wait, we're gonna 5.5.
5.5 under, just because I don't like the genre.
I'll take. You know what? Because of the genre and it's different, I will take the over. I'll take the over on that. Okay, so you're the. I don't have a pen. So you're the over. I'm the under. Or you're the under. I'm the over on the nominations, and I'm the. Wait, is it the same for? Is it the same for the speech? You took the under, right?
I took the over on the speech. I want the over.
You took the. Okay, so we're opposite on both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the over.
Okay,
for that.
gotcha.
I think you set the line too low on this, 5.5. I think that's too low, but I'm still going under just because I don't like the genre. So
I don't know. I remember the movie. I don't know if it was just last year or if it was even the Oscars or what it was. But that movie Oppenheimer.
yeah, I
Yeah,
did see that.
they were that was a popular and they won a lot, and it started to stack up. So if it can stack quick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you set the line too low. I think the line should have been like 7.5.
But yet you're still taking the under.
But I already placed my bet, so that's it.
Do you want to change your bet?
No, I'll keep it.
Okay. Hey, we should the next time we do an episode, let's talk about the what just happened in the NBA with the 83 points?
83 points by Bam. It's kind of a joke,
So
but
next time we talk when we record, we're gonna do whether you think it's right or not that they kept him in. Because we kind of got on that. You texted me and said, "Are you watching this shit?" And I said, "I'm following it. I wasn't watching it. I kept getting updates on my phone."
yeah, I wasn't watching it either. But ESPN sent me a notification.
Yeah, well, I have the free NBA pass back in my betting days. I got NBA pass for free, and it's like a year subscription. And then it updates you on things. So
I was wondering how you were watching all those games months back, because you were always you would text me at it'd be like 11:30 at night, and you're talking about some random guy like Brooks Lopez on the Bucks who just missed a 3. Like, I'm watching it. I'm not watching that. Like, first of all,
guess what?
It's the Bucks. Second of all, I don't have a bet on that. Third, I don't have it on TV. I didn't understand how you had all these games, but that makes sense.
First of all, he's no longer a Buck. He's a Clipper. Second of all, when he's a starter, well, at the time a starter, and the line for rebounds is 1.5. I'm sorry, no, the line for 3 pointers made is 1.5, and the past 3 games he's made no less than 2 3-pointers. You're going to take that and you're going to pay attention to it, and then you're going to be really disappointed when he makes 1,
when he shoots,
or 0,
when he goes 1 of 7 from the 3-point line,
or 0, or doesn't even take a 3-point shot. That's happened. Main reason I stopped betting.
I had a guy last night just to get 5 points, 5 or more points. Dude didn't even take a shot. He was in the game for 18 minutes. It has
Who was it?
18 minutes, no points.
Who was it?
I don't know. Somebody I never heard of, but I was like, hey, he's worth 5. He's worth a 5
Team?
spot.
What team? Dude, those are trap prop bets right there. Because you see he's 5 points. Who doesn't get 5 points as an NBA game? Even if you come off the bench, you're going to score 5 points,
sometimes
right?
you can
Most likely you're going to get.
You can sneeze and get 2. I mean, come on now.
Most likely you're going to get fouled, probably, especially if you play down low.
Right.
So yeah, but
apparently not.
We can get into that another day too. But
Yeah.
okay, so let's wrap it up. All right, so we got our over and our unders. I'll probably text you here in a little bit because I can't remember. Won't be able to remember who's who. Um, the free agency is still underway in the NFL, so we'll see what happens there too. And
Yep.
then yeah, so we got something to talk about next time too. So
All right, cool, man.
we are all set. All right, thanks for hanging out. Dad's offsides.
Offsides.
Shouldn't we be onsides? Because offsides is a penalty. Do we want to be penalized?
We probably deserve a couple penalties, so let's keep it.
Sounds good.
All right, see ya.